Activity 12, reflecting on your growth as an intern after the first semester. As I've worked through this first semester of my internship, I've learned many things. We have worked through budget issues, we've worked through personnel issues, we've worked through behavior discipline, classroom management, and a big part of our focus over this last 2 to 3 months, and last month really, has been our personnel changes. One of my big areas for growth was to learn how to facilitate conversations that can be difficult with other staff members on campus. So, throughout this process, I've been given many opportunities and chances to analyze the financial side of things, analyze the academic data, analyze our growth academically, analyze the behavior, and all those things. But the really big one is how to navigate that micro political side of it, how to navigate through the human resource side of it, and have equitable conversations that lead to growth for your staff members. My big identifier for my growth is being able to have those conversations with those staff members in a manner that makes them feel heard, that makes them feel appreciated, and helps them to understand the growth that they needed to make. Mr. Kantrowitz has told me directly that I am very good at speaking to people and that I am highly professional when I am having these conversations and I have a good rapport with the employees at the school. My dynamic's been a little bit different as I still am employed as a fifth grade teacher and I have been there for the last 9 to 10 years. So learning how to have these conversations with my fellow coworkers who I've known for a long time while navigating some of their personal issues has been interesting, but it's also been a big chance for me to grow in that area of micropolitical and human resource leadership. Ms. James has also told me that throughout this process, I am a very professional person. I've done a really good job specifically about keeping personal information about employees private and not discussing those things with other staff members. Throughout this last month, we have had 3 positions that have either had turnover or they've had to go on leave for some reason. And I've been a part of all 3 of these conversations where there is a great deal of personal details and private matters that are being attended to. And throughout that, I've had to still teach and then work with my fellow coworkers and them understanding I'm part of these conversations. They've had to also have that professional courtesy to not ask me about these things or to not look for answers from me about these people's personal matters. So Ms. James told me I'm very good at keeping personal information private and that they understand that I'm good at not telling about people's business. I continue to grow in that area, and I've discussed this with both Mr. K and Ms. James, that this human resource leadership and micropolitical leadership and managing the employees is going to be something that I think I'm going to have to continue to grow in because sometimes those conversations can be very difficult to have with the employees. But from August to this week really, I believe I've gotten a lot better at having those conversations with employees and being a part of that and feeling that my advice is helpful and my advice is valued and that I can be a part of these conversations to help them move forward. Because what I've learned from my administration is that even if someone's having a difficult time or they're having some personal things go on, you're always looking for the best interest of the children while also navigating through helping that employee move forward in their personal growth. As I move into the second semester, I will be really focusing on how to have that academic growth while also having that human resource leadership and how to manage that micropolitical leadership, because I believe a lot of the other standards will naturally come as we work through those, but learning how to manage your staff and create an environment that makes them want to be able to grow both academically and personally and to challenge each other in a positive environment can be difficult. Sometimes in education, there can be some toxic traits of others. There can be some issues that people work through that kind of almost bleed into the classroom, which affect the students' learning and can affect the whole atmosphere of that actual area. So I think as I go into the next part of the internship, I will continue to have more and more opportunities to focus on these things in other schools. I have been afforded the chances to work in other elementary, middle, and high schools on daily tasks as an intern. So I'm hoping to take those challenges that I faced and move forward and learn how to navigate through other schools through that human resource leadership as I go through the internship. I've learned a lot this semester about navigating through staff and behavior management with children and looking at the academic growth and what the state expects, what the county expects. I've been able to attend meetings, both assistant principal and principal meetings and testing meetings. I've gotten to see the different dynamics of how those meetings work. And I think the big takeaway I have is it all comes down to how you as a leader are able to talk to others, show empathy, show grace, offer learning opportunities when needed, and by guiding them with your knowledge and your professionalism, you can help to create a really positive environment that's successful. So I'm going to continue to work towards that as I continue into my fall, or my spring internship rather. But overall, it's been a really great semester and looking forward to the fall.